Hello, Wolfie, and hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. Let's get out of here. Let's push Wolfie out of the way, get him up, close the door, and continue on. Yes, Far Lands or Bust. I'm back, and unless you've been living in a hidey-hole for the past week, you will know that upon my return from my little vacation, we reached 100% of our fundraiser goal for Child's Play charity. That's over $8,200 going directly to the Child's Play charity, which gets books, toys, and games into the hands of kids in children's hospitals around the world. It's amazing. And actually, right now, we're at 101%, $8,317 for Child's Play charity. So that's amazing. Whoops. That was fun. A little bit of lag threw me into a little cavern here, but yeah, that's great. And as you know, the previous video to this, I recorded a celebratory thank you video at Garden of the Gods in Colorado, which, as would be apparent, I went to Colorado on that vacation. So that's pretty awesome. I was a little bit nervous about posting that because, as you know, I haven't done an IRL video on my YouTube channel, and everybody was always asking, oh, what do you look like? Where's a picture? You should do a vlog or something like that. So I figured it was a momentous occasion, so I pre-recorded that even before I knew we reached 100%. And then obviously I got back to find out that we did, so that's pretty awesome. I don't know, a lot of people say, and I get that, a lot of people say that the voice never matches the face, and that always happens with, if you're ever listening to the radio a lot and you suddenly see a person on the radio for the first time, you're like, wait a minute, that voice can't come out of that face, and it's actually kind of weird. I posted that just as around the same time that a lot of other, at least people that I'm following on YouTube, a lot of other Minecraft or LP people were also posting like the first time they posted their own face in like a vlog thing. I know Good Boulderfist posted a vlog, one of his first vlogs, so we all got to see what he looks like. That's cool. Even, as you know, I recommend the British engineer, Kitman1973. He recently reached 500 subscribers and then uploaded a video where it was his face. Oop. And that was kind of cool. He was wearing a waistcoat and a top hat, you know, because that's what all British people wear on a daily basis, right? But yeah, that was kind of cool. And a lot of people also said, oh, we got to also see BOO's face because he posted a video on his birthday. But he's actually done quite a few vlog type, you know, in real life videos. There's a funny series, if you look back at his history, where he's building his own computer that he does kind of in front of the camera, and that's just hilarious. I would recommend you check out that series. But yeah, that was, I didn't plan that, obviously. It just kind of happened, so that's kind of cool. Now, like I said, I was kind of reluctant to do that sort of thing and a little bit nervous, but I figured I was in such an amazing place. It kind of was fitting. I was out west, and there was mountains, and I'm kind of a little bit disappointed the one on top of Pikes Peak didn't work out, because that would be kind of cool, because, you know, how many people have a video of themselves at 14,100 feet or whatever the elevation was up there. You know, there was snow on the ground. It was below freezing, as opposed to being down at Colorado Springs. It was maybe 50 degrees or something like that. So I kind of wish that one worked out, but at least I got some footage from there to post. And careful, Wolfie. Careful, Wolfie. Oh my God. Speaking of falling off cliffs. But yeah, that was really cool, and I don't know if I came off as excited as I wanted to be in that video, because obviously getting over $8,000 for charity from all you guys are the ones who did that, was amazing, and I can't express my excitement enough for the support that came from that, so that's really cool. So yeah, that's where that is. I don't know how many more of those videos I'm going to be doing, maybe once in a while when we reach certain milestones, and speaking of milestones, I got a few messages and comments saying, oh, I didn't submit my contribution in time to the Child's Play charity, blah, blah, blah. You can still contribute, so you can still go to farlandsorbust.com and give, and as I was talking about milestones, I have ideas in my head for different things and motivation to get to different milestones in the charity. So, you know, at 110%, 20%, you know, things like that. So don't think that it's over, that I'm just suddenly gonna not not be doing the charity thing anymore, so you can keep doing that. So that would be much appreciated. And like I said, I have more things in mind for when we reach further milestones in the Child's Play charity fundraiser. But yeah, that's amazing, and certainly I'm going to have to start planning the 8-hour, 20-minute live stream, as you know. That was part of the deal there. Once we reach 100%, I'm going to do the epic live stream, and then at the end of the live stream, I'm finally going to press F3 to find out how far we've gotten here in Farlands or Busts. As I try to navigate these kind of spotty islands here. But yeah, that's something I'm going to be trying to plan, and I'm going to, just put it all on the table there. There's a couple ways I can go about this. I can either do it right away, in a timely fashion. Obviously, we just reached 100%. I don't want to wait like a month and then everybody forgets about it. So I really could do it, say, like next Sunday. Not this, tomorrow, but the following Sunday, October 30th. But in that case, because it is so, like, last minute here, it would be kind of a bare bones operation. I might not be able to get as many people on as guests on Skype, as you know I want to do. I might, I have ideas in my heads for kind of the thank yous to you guys, having like contests or prizes go on during the live stream. I obviously won't have as much time to plan for those things, so those either might not exist or might not be as amazing as my head brain figures them to be, so I could either do that, or I can kind of delay it for a couple weeks so I can get all my ducks in a row and make it as awesome as I can think in my head of it being, with contests, and I can contact more guests to make sure they're available and, get them in their time slots or whatever. So, let me just pose that to you guys. Would you rather I do it right away and just have it be kind of a bare bones operation, or take a couple more weeks in order to plan and maybe do some more test live streams just to make sure everything's in working order? I should probably get some more pork here. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, a little bit of lag there. And thank you, sir. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. And obviously, no matter what date I choose, there's going to be a few people who can't view it, or they've got something else going on. That's why I'm trying to do it on a weekend. Sunday is probably best, so people don't have school and work. But also I know that there's plenty of people who are all around the world, so time zones and blah, blah, blah. But I'm hoping to get as many people as possible, at least a chance to, come in for 10 minutes and watch or something like that. I'm not going to work around everybody's schedule so you can view the entire thing, but no matter what date I choose, I apologize if you're one of the people who can't make it, but there's going to be an archive. I'm still, you can still watch, after the fact. And I'm still going to be doing these Farlands Bust things, so yeah, that's where that situation goes. I can't please everybody, but I'm going to do as good a job as possible. So let me know. I'm personally kind of leaning towards pushing it back a couple weeks. I don't think Minecon weekend would be a good idea. Interesting, floating tree. Not very magical. I've come across a few floating trees in my time, but that's kind of weird. But yeah, I don't want to really do it Minecon weekend. Maybe the weekend before would be kind of cool. I'm not sure. But yeah, let me know in the old comments what you think about that. And yeah, the last episode, the sun is kind of going down. The last episode of Farlands or Bust, as you know, before I left on my vacation, I did a kind of a special episode where I had Brian, Lorgon111, on as a guest, and that was pretty cool. I'm not doing that today, and I don't think I'm going to do that every Farlands or Bust episode from now on, but that seemed to work out pretty good, and I might do it, once a week or once every other week, have a different guest on that you all might be of interest. At the time I was doing it with Brian there, I was doing the screen sharing thing, and I think I was kind of having some performance issues from that. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing that again in the future. And also, I'm not sure. Maybe I should try doing it where it's like a post commentary, where I'm not so distracted by the game, because there were a few moments I noticed in that where I was kind of distracted doing what I was doing, and there were awkward pauses and stuff like that. And I don't want to kind of. And Brian's really cool. He always, comes up with things to say and has a constant flow of what he's talking about. But I don't want there to be moments where I should be talking or asking questions, but I'm busy navigating, terrain like that and taking care of Wolfie and whatnot. So I might consider trying it as a post-commentary thing in the future, or maybe, where they're not seeing the screen. I certainly have to. Let me make a hidey-hole here. Oh, I can do the. Well, it might be too late. I can do the last-minute hidey-hole thing here. Let me do this. Do that. Plonk a torch down. I do need to make a bed. I can do that. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm failing at this already. I can make a bed. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, people out there spawning. I need some more wool. Alright, well, this wasn't the best planned one, but let me go to sleep. Oh, it still worked. All good. Alright, let me break this. Bunk. Got Wolfie, and that is west, so let's continue west. And there's a burning zombie. Zombles. So yeah, look for that in the future, but like I said, I'm still trying to concentrate more on figuring out this live stream thing. But yeah, continuing on. I did, what else do I want to talk about? Got that, got the live stream to figure out. I did just get a message, and it's always, and people keep asking who my skin is the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, with the 3D glasses, and as you know in that in real life video I had the 3D glasses I brought along with me. And yes, they did have the NASA logo on the side. I actually got those 3D glasses as part of the swag bag that I got at the Juno NASA tweet up. So yeah, that was kind of a thing I just kind of thought at the last minute. I threw them in there. I'm like, well, if I do get a chance to make a video, I'll wear these because it'll be hilarious. But I got a message from supposedly the creator of the skin, and a lot of times I get requests, where did you get that skin? Did you make it? Blah, blah, blah. I didn't make it. I actually originally found it on the Skindex, which is kind of a website for all the Minecraft skins and things like that you can download. But I recently got a message from the creator of the skin, who is Omnizod. And it's always, you can never tell who, maybe the person on the Skindex found the skin somewhere else and uploaded it there, so you can never really tell who the original creator is. But it seems like this guy's story checks out, and I'm taking his word for it, but he's apparently the creator of this, 10th Doctor skin, which is amazing. I like it. And he contacted me. He's like, hey, that's awesome. You're using the skin I made. And he wanted me to just put a little link. I'll put a link in the video description to now he has, instead of on the Skindex, he has an account on planetminecraft.com, which up until now I was unaware of. As you know, I'm not much into the forum or the communities and things like that, but he has an account there where you can download the 10th Doctor skin, which unofficially has become my sort of skin here. I don't know if I'll ever change it in the future, but yeah, you can download the, as you see here, the 10th Doctor skin, but he also has a whole bunch of other skins up there and other Minecraft buildy things, and he also said he's working on a texture pack that I might be trying out in the future, but I'll have to check that out. I just before I started recording, I got this message, so I haven't even sent him a reply or anything like that. So certainly, thank you to Omnizod for creating this awesome skin, and everybody go check out his profile and all his other downloads and skins he has up on planetminecraft.com. That would be pretty awesome. As you know, I'm a big fan of the community aspect of Minecraft, and getting behind helping these, all the people who make the mods and the textures and the skins, and it's all a whole bunch of very creative people to get behind and support. So he's very happy that about the Child's Play charity thing, and that the skin has sort of become somewhat of associated with it. So that's really cool. So yeah, rambling on about that. Anyway, I'm going to continue on west. I suppose I might have to save most of it for another episode of Far Lands or Bust, but I could talk a little bit about my little trip to Colorado. That is where I went, and I know I also got some messages from people, oh, hey, I live in Colorado, or I was there at the same time. And that's kind of, no offense, but that's kind of why I waited till after the fact to tell you where I was going, because I didn't want to get that where, oh, I live there, we should blah blah blah, I want to meet you and stuff like that. Not that I don't appreciate all you guys, but it was a personal vacation. I don't want to turn it into a far lands or bust thing. Certainly you understand there's a little bit of a creepy factor there. I don't need people, I'm going to be at Garden of the Gods today, and then suddenly having people show up there, I'm looking for Kurt. Yeah, that's where I went. I've been there once before when I was younger with my family, with my dad and sister. So this was my first kind of I'm in control kind of vacation there. I really do, as you know, like the West and the Southwest. Phoenix I've been to a couple times, Arizona and New Mexico and stuff like that. But I really like the mountains and stuff. Like I said, I was up at Pikes Peak. I really wanted to drive, because there's a highway, for those of you who don't know, there's a highway that drives up Pikes Peak all the way up to the 14,000 foot summit, and they actually every year hold races, rally races, and it's kind of they're starting to pave it all now, but mostly up beyond the tree line, it's mostly all a dirt road. But I've always wanted to. We drove up it when I was there with my dad, but obviously my dad was driving, so I always wanted to drive up it. But unfortunately, even this time I didn't get a chance, because the week before I got there, they got a bunch of snow, and they got to clear out the snow, obviously. So it was, I got in on Wednesday, and it wasn't until Sunday that they opened the road all the way up to the summit, but I had other plans on Sunday, Saturday, I had other plans. So on Sunday, I'm like, okay, Sunday I'll drive up. But then there's a number you can call to see the conditions, and it's only open halfway, not all the way to the summit, because of a wind, high winds and stuff. There's no guardrails on that road, so you don't want to blow off the edge of the road and down the mountain. But so I'm like, oh, that sucks. So instead, I made reservations with. There's also on the other side of the mountain a Cog Railway that you can take up. Obviously, you're not driving; you're just in a little train car. But it's kind of a thing that's been running for over 100 years, and it's kind of cool. So I made reservations for that, and then took the trip up there that way, up the railway. But my luck being, when we got up to the top, the conductor says, well, the road was opened up, so there's going to be a kind of more of a crowd up here than just you guys on the railway. And I was like, what? No! So I could have, if I had just waited till afternoon, when obviously the winds died down and they opened up the road all the way, I could have drove up the Pikes Peak Highway, but oh well, that's unfortunate. Maybe in the future. Obviously, I'm not going to drive up like the rally people do under 9 minutes or whatever, but it's something. I got some pork I can feed Wolfie here. Didn't I say I needed some wool? Oh, I grabbed a bunch earlier. Yoink! But yeah, it's cool to be up, but obviously you don't have to climb the mountain, you can just take a railway or to drive your car up, but yeah, it's kind of cool to be up on the top of a mountain. You can also hike up, and there was actually a guy on the return trip on the train down who had hiked up and then took a one-way ticket down, and he said it took him 7 hours to hike up the mountain. I want to try that kind of, because it's obviously not like, climbing Everest or anything like that, or it's more hiking, it's not like mountain climbing, you don't have to have climbing gear and ropes and crap. But in the future, maybe if I can condition myself, that would be something cool to try out, just to climb up a mountain. But yeah, I did that. Garden of the Gods, obviously, is where I recorded that video. That's a really cool place where you can it's kind of open, you can... they tell you to stay on the trails, but there's areas you can kind of go off trail like I was there and kind of climb around on the rocks and things like that, which are really cool. And it's all, panoramic in the distance is Pikes Peak, and that's really cool. I did the Royal Gorge, which is kind of a really deep canyon. Kind of reminded me, it's almost like a ravine in Minecraft, but they got a train going down the middle. I didn't do the train this time, but they also got one of the tallest suspension bridges going across the top. That's kind of cool. I also did, in that area, is zip lining. I don't know how many of you have done zip lining. It was cool. It wasn't as exciting or frightening as I thought it would be, just because there's so much safety involved. Basically, you're strapped into this harness and you're wearing a helmet and you just clip on to a wire, and then zzz, you go from one mountain to another or whatever. Not mountain. I don't know. There may be they were all different lengths and things like that, but it was something different to do, and that's one of those activities that if you do as like it's a touristy activity, but it's one of those things where you go in a group of like 10, and then there's like the 2 tour guides and things like that, and it lasted like half a day. It was like a 3-hour thing, but because you're in such a small group, it's kind of one of those things where you're kind of expected to be friends with everybody for that amount of time, and blah blah. And you know me, I'm kind of more of a on my own type of person, so that part of it I'm not really a huge fan of, but it was a nice little thing to do anyway. It was something different, something that you don't get to do every day. Obviously here in Illinois, we're only at 600 feet above sea level here, and it's completely flat and boring, so don't get to do zip lining around here. Ooh, this is kind of an extensive ocean coming up here. I think I'll build my hidey-hole out here, and I'm carrying around some miscellaneous iron ore. Wolfie, there you are. Have a seat. Thank you. Oh, yep, just watch the sunset. But yeah, since it's the end of the episode, I guess I'll talk more in the future about my trip. But that's really basically what I did. I did a lot of hiking. I did a couple zoos out there, and basically just was the outdoorsy type. I don't do camping, so I didn't do any of that. But yeah, maybe in a future episode I'll talk more about that. But let me close myself into the hidey-hole here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. As the piano music plays us out for the night. Oop, I want the shovel. Oop, oop, hey. Oop, not a good sound to hear. And yes, I will, once again, thank everybody for joining me. Where's my workbench? I'm gonna make a bed here and go to sleep, but like I said, you can keep, even though we've reached 100%, and that's amazing, and thank you, but you can still go to farlandsorbust.com to keep contributing to Child's Play charity, and it will keep adding to that counter. And like I said, I've got other ideas for extra milestones we can reach, but yeah, thank you. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has contributed and who shares the Far Lands or Bust thing and gets the word out. That's amazing. I'm looking forward to the live stream, and like I said, still deciding. I will keep you abreast as to the situation with the live stream, so nobody misses out on that, hopefully. But anyway, what more can I say? This is amazing. I'm still having fun doing Far Lands or Bust. I'm still in Minecraft 1.7, just as a disclaimer. But I'm still going to keep on going, and I'm looking forward to the live stream. That's amazing. And thank you very much for all your support and kind words on my my real-life video. I was really nervous about that, as you know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.